Ladies and gentlemen, Vince here. Today I'm reviewing 3 new reward apps to see how they actually perform and if they're worth our time. I hope you enjoy. First up, we have Fortune Queen. Now everyone, Fortune Queen is a little bit different to what you'd expect from one of these little reward platforms. This is what it looks like. At the top of the screen, you have your currency of crowns. So I found there are 2 main ways to actually earn these crowns, okay? One is with a scratch system and one is with a spinning wheel system. I'm sure by now most of you guys know how these systems would work. They do have a daily sign-in area, which is pretty cool. You can get free crowns every day. I just got mine then. Then as you can clearly see, each of these little mini games is claiming to give certain amounts of currency. Now, I find when you see things like this, you really can't expect to actually get what they're promising here, okay? Even though it says earn up to, I never expect to get anywhere near that. Let's try the one that states up to $50. This is what it brings up, everyone, a very simple prize wheel with various amounts of the crowns, or you can potentially get nothing, which I found that usually happens more than anything. Simply tapping the middle of the wheel will spin it. Let's see what we get here, everyone. Hopefully something decent for the camera, and there you go, nothing. What will become quite annoying to a lot of people, I feel, is that as soon as you press try again, it's going to play an ad. So yes, every minigame will make you watch an ad first before you can even attempt it. Now you'll notice at the top of the screen, it's stating that 5,000 of the crowns converts into 1 cent USD. In fact, it is $1 USD converts into 1 million crowns, okay? Not 10,000. Cash out area is pretty self-explanatory though, guys, okay? You just simply enter in your details and whatever method that you want to cash out to, that they support, of course, and then you simply select your country. So obviously I'm in Australia. I find the currency systems all over the place though, okay? Maybe in your own country it might perform better, but here in Australia, not too good. I just thought I'd quickly say, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube's always changing policies, making it always difficult, everyone, but without you guys, I wouldn't be here, so thank you all so much for everything. Let's try the scratch and win area. So at this point, you have to match 3 of the objects down on the little scratch and win card. And you can see here again, it states you can win up to $50. So let me just scratch this for you all right now. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good, and nothing. Again, same concept, everyone. I swear this is a majority of the time you're going to be seeing this, because then you have to watch an ad. Let's try it again. Nothing. Try one more time here, and there we go. I matched 3 of the icons to only get 374 crowns. Claim our reward, and same concept, another advertisement. The amount of crowns you actually get is so minuscule in my opinion compared to the amount of time and effort needed. Granted, you're not really doing too much, but it's like you could be doing so much more with your time in my opinion for the minuscule amount of coin you get. 12,000 of the crowns still states 1 cent USD in the balance. They do have a leveling system though. The more that you actually cash out, the more percentage they'll give you back supposedly on each of the cash outs you do in the future, okay? That's all well and good, but the amount of grinding you're going to have to do to get to those points, at least here in Australia, is just not really worth it in my opinion. I actually withdrew 10 cents USD, which is around 100k of the crowns, and interesting enough, everyone, they actually did come through and reward me to my PayPal account within 24 hours. But that doesn't mean it's always worth your time, okay? At least the rates here in Australia just are not there. But that's Fortune Queen, everyone. You guys can do whatever you want with that information. Let's move on. Next, we have Bitcoin Clicker. Now, I have to say the concept is pretty cool all in all, but is it actually worth the effort? Let's see. This is what it looks like when you first launch it up, and I understand if you're a little bit overwhelmed, there's a lot going on at the moment, but let me just break it down. At the top of the screen, you have your virtual Bitcoin currency, which is all part of the game, by the way, not real at all. But you'll notice in the top left corner of the screen, we have our Satoshi balance. Now, this is where the actual earning aspect comes into play. All we need to do is tap on the Bitcoin in the middle of the screen. You can see it starts literally raining the Bitcoin currency, and the whole goal is to try and level up. You'll notice that my little level bar is continuing to increase the more I tap. Now you can actually level up your little account as well with different perks, and this is from their shop, everyone, so you can really treat this as like an idle game as such, but you still will need to play to a certain extent. So the more upgrades you do to your account, obviously the better you're gonna go. You'll notice that a Satoshi is now falling from the sky, so there we go. There's a Satoshi on camera for you. So you can also get chests as well. Let's open this one up, and it seems that I just got a piece of a clown set. Next is a top hat set, and again another one. They also do have a piggy bank section as well, where you watch an ad, you can open it. You can also get more of those little parachutes, by the way, by again watching an ad. It will stop you though when you need to level up. So let me just do that now. There we go, level 7 everyone. And I can now watch an advertisement as well if I want to double my coin reward. They will force an ad even if you go no thanks, so keep that in mind. Essentially the whole app's ran off ads, alright? It's one of these apps again, everyone. The more ads, generally the more Satoshi you can get. There we go, just actually earned 3 Satoshi then for leveling up. You can also activate a 2 times multiplier multiplier by again watching an ad. What I recommend you do is simply just continue to level up the account the best you can. Obviously there are much better upgrades the longer you get into the game, everyone. Now going back to those little characters we just got pieces for, this is part of the NFT collection, alright? These NFTs will give you a little bit of Satoshi, and then the other upgrades will give you various amounts of the in-game currency or in-game rewards. So not everything gives you Satoshi, keep that in mind. Now an app like this, at least for me here in Australia, will allow me to earn between 10 to 20 cents per hour if I'm lucky. As you can see, another Satoshi's just falling from the ceiling there. Now I managed to generate 27 Satoshi. Only issue is, everyone, when I went to go cash them out, they actually managed to run out of Satoshi, so I have to wait. Usually it only takes a day or two, then they restock it and then you cash out straight away to your Zebedee wallet. I don't have any doubts it'll be the same concept here. In my opinion, these are like little penny generating apps, okay? But because it pays in Satoshi, that means Bitcoin, which means that it obviously grows when the Bitcoin price grows. So that's pretty cool all in all. And maybe there's an audience for it, but for majority of people out there, the time to reward ratio just isn't there, at least here in Australia. Again, the deeper you get into it though, it could become much better, but that's up to you to decide if you want to go that far. Let's move on. Next, I want to give an awesome little update on Gem Racer Pixel prizes. So everyone, I'm sure by now most of you guys know, I actually created a little app for my Discord community so I can give back to them. I had a little peek at the leaderboard to see how everything is going lately, and I have to say, you guys are absolutely dominating it, dude. In fact, everyone, it seems that the Super Gem Champion Season 1 has really brought out a lot of people's competitive skills. As you can see here, the top 3 users are smashing the goal of 500 minimum Super Gems to enter into the competition. More and more people are climbing up that leaderboard. All you literally need to do on Gem Racer is just drive and avoid hazards, and the game gets faster and faster as time goes on. You guys have seen these type of games before, I'm sure. It's a simple hazard avoidance game. You also have abilities to help protect you, so you can keep on getting Super Gems. Now, something really awesome happened. It seems that someone was kind enough out there to support the community by purchasing the in-game purchases of 99 cents for 25,000 gems. Not only can you earn these gems simply by playing the game, but the fact that someone did an in-app purchase to try and buy some skins actually allowed the community leaderboard to grow, and in fact the prices have now increased, everyone, for this month's leaderboard winners. So on the screen at the moment you can see the top prize has now increased for each of the positions, and that can continue to increase the more in-app purchases that are done. As I said, I give a percentage back of each purchase, everyone, across the board. So a massive thank you to you guys that have been smashing out the Super Gems out there. What I will say though, if it's not available in your country, you just have to be patient, guys, okay? There can't be any VPNs or any type of illegal ways of getting the app, alright? I'm hoping to roll it out bit by bit across the world over time. So I just thought I'd give you that little update, everyone. Really awesome stuff. Nice to see the community helping each other. Next, we have Bingo Bear Lucky Jackpot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I swear there's an influx of play-to-earn applications that are very, very basic that promise that you can cash out every 3 hours. And the only thing is, usually their rates are terrible. So let's try this one out and see what happens. Now, this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Bottom of the screen, you have a gem-based currency system, everyone. Now, every 3 hours, those gems get converted into PayPal currency, supposedly. In the middle of the screen, you have the cards for the bingo. Now, obviously, this decides how many cards you're playing with. Anyone that's ever played bingo out there should understand what this is. Top left corner of the screen, you have your coin-based currency, which is in-game purchases. And even while using the app, an ad will appear. Now, that is probably the most frustrating thing possible when you're even going through the menu and an ad pops up. Now, with the in-game shop, everyone, it's very straightforward. You use your gold to purchase more of the bingo cards, so you're actually able to play, or you can watch an advertisement to generate 3 of the bingo cards. They do have a lucky scratch system as well, where you can get gems. You get more of these lucky scratch cards by playing the bingo matches. And there I just got 898 of the gems, which is of course the currency we need for PayPal. And I have to watch an ad to claim it, which that's pretty normal all in all. They do have a daily task area as well, which is again pretty neat to keep you playing. Starting the bingo match is very easy to understand, everyone. Anyone that's ever played bingo knows how these things work. You do have the option to speed up the game though, which I do like. You can also watch advertisements mid-game by clicking on the little bubbles with the chest in it. But let me just quickly collect these numbers that have appeared. Thankfully, they actually do make the areas glow red when the number comes up. But you'll notice bottom right corner of the screen, I have a few more gems now. This little bingo lucky wheel will appear randomly as well. Apparently, I just got 400 gems, everyone. I have to watch the ad now to get it. You can cancel that though. But remember, every few minutes, an ad's going to appear no matter what. And there we go. Now, realistically, that is all there is to the app, everyone. So everyone, I played for around 54 minutes and I generated 24,810 of the gems. And after that timer ran out, it gave me 6 cents USD of PayPal currency. So there you go. Now on the plus side, everyone, I withdrew that 6 cents worth of USD currency, and I am very happy to say it literally did arrive within a few minutes. So that was nice to see that they kept up their end of the reward. Now, does that mean it's worth it? I just can't see it, everyone, okay? I do appreciate that they come through, but that doesn't mean anything when it comes to a time to reward ratio, which is the most important thing in the world when it comes down to it. Your time is absolutely precious, guys. So look, that's Bingo Lucky Jackpot. You do whatever you want with that information, but at least now you know about it. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 money making reviews, everyone. I'll catch you all later. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.